fog today. I don't know if I'm coming or going. I don't know what day of the week it is.
I think everybody has it. That's what like natural, normal everything is like for the week between Christmas and New Year's.
Yeah, we didn't have any internet at work today, so I got a lot of paperwork done. So that was nice to get caught up on some things and have to actually stay focused on it.
Why don't you have internet?
I don't know.
Do you know?
It's down. And the first time I called Comcast, it said 10:13, and then the second time, it didn't give a time anymore.
Something's up then.
Yeah,
I guess there's internet here, right?
I hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, why would you guys be down and not
Nobody else.
downtown? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Oh, well, no, I'm doing okay, you know. I haven't taken down my Christmas decorations yet because I find it to be bad luck.
Yeah, you're not supposed to after the first of the year.
Yeah, so I'm waiting to do it, even though today I may take down some of my light up Santas from outside just because and leave some of the white lights up.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I did take all my kitchen stuff down. You walked in the day that I was cleaning.
Yeah, it looks good. It looked good. Smelled good, too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Olivia, I mean, every day.
People always ask me, what do you want for Christmas? And I'm sometimes I'm very honest, and I'll say, I want your meatloaf.
And I delivered the
Olivia
meatloaf.
Delivered.
I gave you some meat.
Yeah.
Just what she wanted this year. Meat, everybody.
Did you see the meme going around where the little old guy, he's out of the nursing home for a couple of minutes, and his son or grandson takes him to Hobby Lobby to go shopping to one of his favorite friends at the nursing home.
Yeah.
And he comes out with the alphabet letter, the D.
Uh-huh.
And grandson says, why are you getting this for her as a gift? And obviously, you know what he says.
Yeah.
She just wants the letter D for Christmas.
Yeah.
And it's hilarious.
Oh,
But
I just catch that.
But he's like 80 or 90 years old, and it's like the cutest thing in the world.
Hey, well, just shows you men never really do change.
I know.
And he got her what she wants. My husband was really good to me this year for Christmas. He got me, and this may sound bad because it may think he wants me to change, but he got me workout stuff because I'm into that right now, and gift certificates for my Botox that I talk about all the time. So
Good news also, under the elder tree, they are closed for the holidays through January 2nd, but they are accepting gift certificates again.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know a lot of people had those to use, and that's actually hopefully a good sign that they're doing a bit better.
Yeah.
Because she does do one heck of a massage, I've heard.
And I need it.
I do too. I have a gift certificate at Ogilvy's West Ball that I've had for quite some time, and I've made several attempts to go and then end up canceling it. And I know it's not like I have a lot going on, but it is a lot going on. I mean, with school canceled and, like juggling what to do with the kids with both parents working, like the last thing you need to do is be like, hey, would you watch my kids? I'm in need of a massage.
No, I know. Now, I'm not going to lie to you.
The guilt just sets in deep with that one.
For anybody who was going to go to Ogilvy Spa for the first time, they offer this shower. Now, you're going to say, oh, $15? I'm not going to take a shower for $15. Well, my first advice would be to take goggles if you have them.
It's like getting power washed.
It is like getting power washed in a million different directions.
And it's
But
nice.
it is the most magical thing in the world, and you actually wish it never ended.
Yeah, it's actually it's heavenly. I did it one time after I did one of the scrubs, and it's included actually in the scrub because you have to wash off. And like it's not like your typical, St. Ives scrub or your Bath and Body Works scrub that you get and you just rinse it off. Like this stuff does require a hot water spat, done. Now, I'm sorry I'm stumbling, but somebody just sent me a link stating something that the governor posted today in regards to elementary and middle school children going back to school on January 19th, regardless of color. Of map. High schoolers would go by the color of map, and I'm trying to read to get some updates because I'm not going to lie, like, my heart's kind of beating a little bit.
Yeah, praise the Lord, hallelujah.
Yeah.
There's nothing better to hear, and everyone keeps sending me, positive reinforcement messages, and you can do this, and I am absolutely sick of the iPads.
Oh.
I want paper packets. I am sick of navigating. I'm back to one iPad's working, the other pad's not working.
Mm-hmm.
And
are you guys all caught up yet?
We are caught up finally.
Yeah.
I pray to God we're caught up. Well, I'm not. That's a lie. We're not caught up with Jim yet.
No, did you see the thing about Jim, though? Mr. Tennant is awesome. On his last post, read it. I bet you haven't read it yet. He wrote, I know a lot of kids are getting a lot of outdoor recreation right now with sleigh riding, or they're going to camps write me an email detailing what they do throughout the week, and that will be considered, and you won't have to do the lesson.
You don't have to make anything up?
No.
Oh,
You just submit the pictures, and that's the way I read it, because the week that we sled rotted, like sled road maybe? We sled rode like 3 days in a row and walked up my hill like 30 to 40 times a piece. I mean, my Fitbit was like going crazy with like, activity and movement that day. I sent pictures of them and said, you know what, this was much more than, we watched a video about the carbohydrates, but we just didn't do the activity. Mm-hmm. We have one soccer, making some sort of coding or something for Mrs. It wasn't working for us, so I told Cece we'll catch up to it now. And then Lila has one assignment, and she actually turned it in, but I didn't like how she turned it in, so I'm making her redo it. Because I bought myself teacher gifts this year. How about you?
I actually never thought about that till you sent a message, because I was like, Olivia, did you give teacher gifts this year?
I do have teacher gifts there. They're just
Olivia
small
was
ones.
I actually just bought this jacket I had on today. It's my own teacher gift.
I think I said, hell yeah, I did. I bought this, what I have on for myself.
And I thought that was extremely funny.
I actually bought that and a pair of sparkly combat boots, too.
Nice.
Yeah, I redid my closet yesterday and put all my sparkly rhinestone jackets together. They look so nice. If somebody would say, I've seen that meme, show me a picture of what makes you happy, I should probably take a picture of that little section of my closet. Because I keep envisioning 2021 is going to be like when Kevin Bacon walks into the dance that they did, and everybody's just kind of sitting around what are we doing? What are we supposed to do here? I figure that's what people are coming out of 2020 and the mask and social activities. And then Kevin Bacon's going to walk in and be like, are you ready to party? And I have the outfit ready to go.
Yeah, I would love to believe that.
I know. I think it's going to be at least till 2022, till that big party happens. But I think there could be some momentum in 2021.
Yeah, I see January and February being like the Hunger Games, and I base that off of the Ohio County Schools post last week.
Oh, yeah.
That spiraled totally out of control. And I see both sides of the story, so I don't want anyone to misunderstand how I'm saying this.
Yes.
But I think people are going to be extremely anxious to get the vaccine, and they're going to be extremely upset of the order in which it is to be given.
And that's all on the CDC. And let's face it, this whole thing's been completely inconsistent.
It has been. But I'm really concerned about people's mental stability, not getting it as others are.
Yeah.
And that post actually proved that there's going to be a lot of, I hope eventually we get a lot of transparency as to when and where and who you're going to get, if everyone doesn't have email, how are you going to know when it's your turn?
Yeah. It's not done through your doctor's office or anything like that. It is done completely through the CDC, which is kind of like a pseudo-government agency, to my understanding.
I don't know, but I do have some concerns about people's mental well-being just based off of that.
There was actually a young, I don't know if she was young or who she was, we'll call her Karen at this point, but making announcements when I was trying to see the governor, the announcement I heard, but I was trying to go to his live feed to listen on my Bluetooth, and I glanced down on my phone when I was at a stoplight, and I just saw this woman comment, if you're opening up schools and my kid's going back and gets COVID, I'm suing you. And I just keep thinking, this cannot be the mentality, because one, we all know that homeschool is an option.
Homeschool's still an option, absolutely.
So if that's still your choice, let it be your choice, it can't, no one's forcing you to send, no one's forcing you to stay home. And to be quite honest, you may decide to send and bring them back home. I mean, I had a long talk with our pediatrician, and, they're not seeing the spread in young kids, our age children, Now, are there exceptions to the rule? Sure. Will there be exceptions to the rule? Sure, especially since this new strand was found in New England, or in, what was it, in Britain?
It was in Colorado. I didn't know that.
Oh, well, that's the first one in Colorado here, but it was started in the UK. Yeah, United Kingdom.
UK.
And that apparently has affected more children. So, who knows?
Yeah, it's just like the flu. Every year
how many strands of the flu? Oh, by the way, you get vaccinated for the flu, A and B, but the stomach flu, you're on your own.
Yeah. But, it's just life. But yeah, so we have that going on for us.
Yeah, so
Another
January 19th.
News,
what do you want to do January 18th? Or actually, January 19th at around 9.
January 18th is a holiday.
Oh, that's Martin Luther King Day, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, we can handle that.
That's
I'm
probably
off.
why they go back on the 19th.
Yeah, we can handle that.
Yeah,
I'm still juggling for 2 weeks though, so we'll see.
So parents, yeah. So got to push through 2 more weeks and hopefully. But there's a lot of schools in jeopardy. I think it's kind of funny. Like, I feel really bad for the sports world. Chris is a basketball coach. They were on a 10-day hiatus. And it's been kind of funny, though, because he's had 4 players, and it's been 2 different scenarios on how it's played out. And every case is different. That's what we keep hearing. So you don't know how it's actually going to play out. So we had a basketball game until 4 o'clock yesterday. It got canceled because somebody on the away team tested positive.
Okay.
But in return, he picked up a game today at 1 o'clock. He's playing right now. So it's nice that the holidays going on, but all these teams are looking for games.
Yeah.
And
that's one reason why we chose not to go forward with that volleyball that group sport.
Yeah,
Is because
travel.
the travel part, because the unknowing. I'm a very scheduled person, but also just not knowing, you know what I mean? Just not knowing what to do, you know, if there will be a game or not be a game. I totally understand the scenario, but I just, for being first timers, I just didn't think that would be a good experience for us because I just know how I am with that stuff.
And most of those you have to leave on Friday and you don't get back till Sunday.
Yeah.
So that's a long weekend.
And you know, I'm not too keen about traveling yet personally, you know.
And
you know,
you have to think about all the refs, the score clock operators,
it's not
the staffing.
It's not a one and done thing. I mean, it's a lot of preparation. So, you know, I give people props that's able to be so flexible. I'm unable to pivot in that way.
Yeah.
Right now.
So I hope everybody in the OVAC is
kind of rigid.
holding through. And then hopefully January 11th, I mean, if they're going to let schools back in, it sounds like
well, he said
sports might happen January 11th.
He mentioned the winter sports
I didn't listen to
possibly
it,
happening again. Can I have a piece of that?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so we've got the new year coming on, right?
Right.
I would love to hear some of your goals.
My goal in life is to go room by room and declutter.
Yeah, minimize. Everything but my closet is what my plan is first.
I told you yesterday, this is the first time, now I'm not going to lie, I did go after Halloween. I buy a skeleton every year, one of those big guys. And on clearance. This year, Target's Halloween was wiped out.
I don't think they really ever had like a good amount to start with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I feel like
I thought they did.
Oh, I never really saw it.
The crap that I buy after, you know what I mean, for
Googly
next year,
eyes,
you know, fun stuff, was all gone. I mean, the whole section was gone. I actually have not gone to anywhere for Christmas yet. I have not gone into a store.
I've been trying to do it online. It's like a ghost town. Like I could pretty much see tumbleweeds like blowing across my screen.
Yeah.
But I saw somebody post a bunch of Santas that she got at Boscov's, which you know I'm all about that. And she got a couple bigger ones at CVS. Now I had to go into CVS to pick up not to pick up a subscription, but to grab a gift card. I don't know, maybe a couple days ago. And I saw nothing. So the fact that she was able to find something yesterday made me think, where is she looking? Now, mind you, I had blinders on. I just walked in, grabbed, it wasn't a gift card, it was an actual card. It was a birthday card. Grabbed a card, and I left. I didn't even think to look, you know what I mean?
Now, last year on National Road, CVS, I got a ton of Hallmark ornaments.
Yeah, like I normally
for like $3 or $4.
One of my best Santas came from that CVS. It's like almost like a 3-foot tall Santa. I love it. And I wasn't even thinking.
So my, I'm going to try not to hoard. Not going to be a hoarder this year.
Good luck
And
with
I'm
that.
trying to find a storage shed somewhere cheap and affordable.
I'm not going to hoard, but I need a storage shed.
I do need a storage Well, my basement floods, so.
Yeah, I get you.
Every time it rains, I'm scared, so I need to like get everything out of the basement so I'm comfortable in life. So that is my goal.
Yeah. I had to take back, I told you about the ping pong table.
Oh, you took it back?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
It's on you, it's unmovable.
Some of
It
my
was
best
155 pounds. And I found another one that is comparable, like it's only 6 feet long and only 50 pounds. That's something I can take up and down, but I can't have a 155-pound ping pong table, 9 foot at that, taking up space, because eventually I'm going to have to take it down, or, you know, I want to take it down to do maybe another thing there.
Yeah, some of my best memories was our ping pong table when I was a child.
We had an
But
air hockey table. We loved it.
We didn't have internet. We
Yeah.
didn't have, phones or anything like that. So we were more likely to play with it.
Well, that's right. One reason why, like, Noah and I always get the kids like a mommy-daddy gift. You know what I mean? And something they can all use together some way, shape, or form. And so this year, that's why we went with that, because I thought, we're spending a lot of time at home. We're not going anywhere. It's something the girls can kind of play. Lila is really into tennis, and she does tennis. So I thought this would be a nice way for her to, like, just kind of play and do something like that. And Cece talks about how she wants to do tennis. So I was thinking, okay, let's do this. And then when they brought it out in the forklift, I was like, it's interesting.
Issues.
Yeah. And then when Noah was like, well, did you read about this? I was like, sure, it looks good. Take it up, take it down, space saver, right? He's like, how are you supposed to take it up and down? Each side weighed 75 pounds.
Yikes.
It was so heavy.
It sounded like it was nice, though.
Sure was. Very well made. Franklin brand. But
what are your New Year's Eve goals?
I've been thinking about them. And I really want 2021 to be a year that I thrive in and not just survive, because I feel like every day is just like, I can get through it. I can get through it.
Yeah.
And like, how can I create, I don't know, just a better environment without feeling like I'm not doing it correctly, or I could do it better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, just think about how many people with families, kids, and the whole entire self, how often do you put yourself first?
Never. And that's actually one of my goals, but I didn't want to sound super selfish.
No, you're not selfish saying that.
Rarely do I ask for help, and I feel like that's why right now I'm taking my kids to work with me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's never a time that I don't have them, and I feel like I need to create some way, shape, or form. I mean, I get up at 4:30 in the morning just to work out. You know
that's
what
what
I
I
mean?
said to you when you told me you were on vacation this week. I said, that's a blessing and a curse.
Yeah.
It's a blessing you're on vacation, but it's also a curse because you're with the kids the whole week.
Oh, yeah,
Not
and
that
I'm
it's
constant,
bad,
no,
but
but it's
you've been with
exhausting.
your kids. Yeah.
It's
That's what
exhausting.
I meant.
My kids are pretty needy.
All kids are needy.
As much as I'd like
And
to
hungry.
say, all the damn. Oops, sorry. Dump. Can we hit that? Whatever.
It's too late.
All the time.
Yeah.
My kids are hungry.
Yeah, I don't know where the hunger comes from. I don't know where it goes when they eat.
And gosh, if they even spot the fact that I've picked up like a new snack at ClickList that they haven't had for a while, it's goner.
Yeah.
It's like they've never ate it. They haven't ate all day. I mean, it's been real.
Yeah. So I genuinely believe, and someone once told me that if you don't take care of yourself before others, you're going to get sick and not be able to take care of others. It's when something like that.
It's actually been one of my greatest fears throughout COVID. I kept thinking, if I would get it, and I would be one of those that actually would get more than just mild symptoms. I kept thinking about who would take care of my family. Like, I take care of a lot of stuff, and I'm not saying this in a negative towards my husband, because
we all have a significant other.
Yes, I'm not saying that in a way, but like, I handle most situations. Like, I create our spreadsheet, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? And I usually and sometimes I let him in on on it, or normally I just kind of say, hey, this is what's going on, this is how we're doing it. But like, I kept thinking, if something would happen, something would happen to me, like, who would take on that role right now, and that's what's scary.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Life is tough right now, and it's very unpredictable,
and that's why I'm looking for new ways to thrive and not just survive. And yeah, I've been, since August, I've been working out and eating better, and since November, I do constant workout program and movement every day. I did legs this morning and some abs, and then I blew up my new exercise ball that I bought myself, and I'll be doing some stuff with that later. So
yeah, a lot of people actually use that as an office chair.
Yeah,
they say that it strengthens your core.
And it's supposed to help with stability. I don't really feel like lugging it around all the time. That's why one reason why I was always kind of like a very minimalist when it came to working out, and I would just like walk, is because I don't have a spot to really put all the equipment that doesn't look like, it's in the way.
Well, unfortunately, America, Governor Justice announced that high school sports, winter sports, is pushed back to March.
Wow. That's going to be difficult to get it in.
It does stink. You know what I mean? Like, we look forward to events like the OVAC wrestling, the OVAC cheering competition. You know, there's a lot of things, and there's a lot of players that put all those tournaments into play.
Yeah.
And, you know, they started working on them months ago, and then they meet a lot because, you know, I laugh because Mr. Doyle is one of the guys. I said, you can make every perfect plan that you want until you get to February, but until you get to that week, you don't know what school is going to be in or out. Do you know what I mean? You don't. I mean, I can't tell you how many games. I told you Chris was out for 10 days. That one incident put 4 teams out for 10 days. It wasn't just an isolated incident because it's who you played before, who you play after. There's a lot of
exposure's everywhere.
it is.
It's everywhere.
It's like tag.
Yeah.
It's like headlights. Nobody wants it, but you're going to get it.
Yeah, usually.
Possibly.
Yeah.
It jumps right into your head.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's actually really disappointing. And I feel really bad, too, because there's a lot of people, such as yourself, Greg, they ref for a living, and that's their extra income. And and they make good money refereeing. And some of them are only West Virginia refs. They're not Ohio refs. So there's different people who are out of work right now. And I don't know how that even works in the unemployment industry because you're an independent contractor.
I can tell you, unemployment for independent contractors stinks.
Yeah, and you don't claim that. So there's no relief for those type of people. So my prayers go out to people who are affected by sports being delayed again until March, and especially the children, seniors. You know, it's their last year. All right, everybody. Well, we're going to go to a break. Please support the sponsors that support this station. You're listening to The Watchdog.
Songs for you, Kelly.
Oh, I love it.